1. We'll go ahead and slap a W on that one.
I don't even get a chance to say anything on that one.
I mean, if you can pronounce the team, sure,
okay,
get
fair
in
enough.
there.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. Dixie Normer said they're in as well. Dixie, just join the
Come on in.
link in the description, earn your wings, and then we will get you into the Fantasy Football League. All right, there it is. There's your first W, sir. You are 1-0 to start the year. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, moving on. LSU, Steve. I'll let you go first. I'm going to let you go first on all these, and if I feel that you're just absurdly out of the, just off the rocker, I'm going to go ahead and say something.
I'm going to put a loss down for that one. FSU has not operated very well in big games like in Notre Dame last year, for example. We do bring back Jordan Travis for a third year. I like our running back committee, so I feel like we can be a little bit more reliable on the offensive side of the ball. But big game, 7:30, LSU in New Orleans. So even though it's not technically a home game for those guys, it's going to be technically a home game for those guys. So I'll put the L down for that.
That's points for Steve there. I'm not going to give you as much hard time now. Louisville, I'm assuming that's in Louisville because it's white, right?
Yeah, it's at Louisville, yeah. You know what? Coming off of a bye week, and that's one thing that they don't see on the schedule. We get a bye week coming away from the LSU game. If we're healthy, if Jordan Travis is healthy, I think we can take a W there. It's a Friday game. It's a 7 p.m. Friday night game. So I think with a bye week ahead of us and maybe any bruises that come out of LSU, we can try to get those guys back healthy. So I'll put a W down for Louisville.
I'll give you that. I'm not. I have a few L's coming. So we're good there. We're good there.
Okay. Thanks.
Boston College, Bubba.
Boston College, my gosh, it may be the most boring game that FSU plays every year. The colors are identical. You never really can tell who's who, and unless you really know both teams. This one is back in Doak, so we'll get a little bit of a break there in playing in Tallahassee. I'll give us the W on it. It's still going to be an ugly game. Boston College does all kinds of misdirection and power with their offensive line, and it can just really annoy the crap out of your defense. And then they always just find these wide open guys streaking down the middle. So it'll be a slugfest. I'll give us the W on it.
I agree. And to be fair, about the uniforms, when I was trying to find this schedule, I clicked on Boston College.
Of course.
Wake Forest.
Loss.
I was already grabbing it.
Wake Forest has been playing really good football. They get a lot of action out of their quarterback. They get a lot of misdirection. You got to play extremely disciplined on defense in order to keep that offense under wraps, and it's not the easiest thing to do, especially coming off of what's going to be more of a power game against Boston College. So I think that they're going to finesse us with some misdirection. We'll miss a couple of assignments, and next thing you know, it's 21-3, and it could be a barn burner for them. By the way,
yeah, I think Wake Forest is going to railroad you. They're coming off an ACC championship. They did beat Pitt. Because you picked Wake Forest.
Yeah.
NC State.
Ooh, gosh, at NC State, I see that. It's like you want to make the L bigger than my W. I'm not a fan of that. I don't really know what your plan is here.
Sorry.
Look, NC State's been playing good football. They play great football against us. Wake Forest is going to frustrate the hell out of us. It's at NC State. Yeah, I'm going to give them the L until we can get to the point where Dave Dorn is taking L's to Florida State on a regular basis. He's just had our number out there, man. They play good ball against us, so I'll go 2 L's in a row there.
Make it a third.
Fair enough. Until we can beat them, we played good ball against them. We We can't get the W out of them though. I think they're on a 4-game run.
I'm sorry. We'll give you one here. We'll give you one there.
All right. I'll take the Georgia Tech game.
And you could lose that one too. Let's not get crazy, but I feel bad. You had to say 3 L's in a row, and that takes kahunas, okay, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't liked it just for Steve's just pittiness there, okay? Just taking it to the chin.
Georgia Tech comes back home, and we get a bye week in between Clemson and Georgia Tech. So hopefully we'll be able to get some folks back, from a tough run of 3 games in a row that are going to beat us up pretty good.
Let me see here. Fishing Football Series late. What's going on, man? Appreciate you for stopping by, Bubba. Let's see. Somebody said something about does FSU lose to Georgia Tech? I'm gonna put. We just said W. The U, Steve. I'm sorry, but I think the U is coming for vengeance, and you're part of that vengeance trail.
Yeah, no, Van Dyke's a great quarterback. I mean, look, if you guys watched the game last year, Miami threw up 4 interceptions in the first quarter alone, and we still, by the skin of our teeth, almost lost that game. They have got a much better team down there than I think what anybody in the other Florida schools want to give them credit for. So in Miami, they got us. They got us at. We got them at home last year. They get us at home this year. I'll give them the W. It'll likely be a night game, and that's about the only time that Miami fans show up is when FSU's in town. So I'm guessing Miami walks out of there with a pretty decent win.
Syracuse.
I'm going to go W there. I know we've slipped up and lost to them in the past here, maybe 4 or 5 years, maybe in the Taggart time frame. But Syracuse is just, man, they're Syracuse, and it's always tough for them to stay competitive year after year.
They do
I know
have
they had a couple of decent people though.
Yeah, they got our boy. Gosh, what's his name? They got our quarterback. I can't think of his name. I'm drawing a complete blank.
Emery?
No. God, what is his name? It's gonna pop up in the chat. Muddy's gonna clutch it up here. I'm drawing a complete blank. We talked about him leaving. Remember?
Oh yeah. That's right. It's
the same. His name's familiar. It's Del Rio.
Yes. Yeah.
Del Rio. I beat you, Muddy. I beat you. I don't want to hear it. So Raging Cajuns.
You look. The Raging Cajuns are out of a coach, from what I hear. So there might be a little bit of a rebuilding time in Louisiana for those guys. So I'm going to put a W up for us on that.
Hold on, Steve. I'm trying to just get this last one here. Do you want to go over the last one, or do you want me to?
Yeah. I mean, look. I mean, I think everybody knows what talent level we're up against here. That being said, man, last year it was a 3-point game. You guys were a much better team this year than you were last year. I think our offense is going to be a lot better this year than it was last year. But Friday,
is that big enough?
It's a Friday night. Yeah. Friday night. It's a Friday game. I say it's 7:30. They've already announced it's going to be a primetime game. It's in Doak. It really just depends on how healthy Florida is. If they're on their backup quarterback again because Richardson's back and forth on the injury list, who's to say? If he's out there and he's doing what we expect him to do with his talent, it's not going to be a game.
So what did you say, Steve?
50-50.
Scared money don't make money,
50-50.
Bro, Steve has to be the best sport around, guys.
I'm honest, man. I've been watching this news for too long, bro.
How you put up with me week in and week out? This guy is just unmatched. Now, he has his moments where he breaks guys. Don't let him fool you, because it comes down to the actual game. This guy loses his shiz, okay? Don't let this cool, calm, and collected, slick back hair fool you. The guy can get rowdy. So how many L's is that? That's one big one. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 6 and 6. And look, we talked about that. It's a seven wins is what guarantees Norvell his job back. 6 is going to be a difficult conversation on whether or not he's the guy moving forward, but we'll see. I mean, I feel like that's about as honest as I can get. Now, look, one of these games could go one way, one of these could go the other. 2 of them can go one way, and it could be ugly. So we'll see how this whole thing plays out, man.